Hey, how's it going out there? It's Two Birds, One Show on the BGSE network. I'm DeeTer, that's Ricky.
Yo.
We talk about craft beer and sports, mostly local sports if we can. But we get into a beer, and then we'll talk sports, dive into another beer, talk some more sports. So that's how the setup is. So
beers.
Why don't you start us off there, Ricky?
All right, so tonight I'm going with it's a newer brewery. They're out of Denver, Colorado. I think this is their first release or first big release from kind of what I understand. It's called Lyric. Yeah, it's called Lyric Brewing. Entertain Us, kind of a play on Nirvana's Nevermind album.
Oh man, that is cool, dude.
Yeah,
There's
pretty dope.
Swimming, and then the hop on the hooks. That's fun, man.
So,
nice.
And that's why it's also called Entertain Us, like Nirvana. So they must be, I love that. I love when music and beer can kind of intertwine like that. That's two of my favorite things, that.
What's that? Like Surly does the Axeman or Todd the Axeman. That's pretty deep.
So, and that's a look at the beer.
Oh my God, dude. Incredible, dude. Incredible.
I'll tell you what, remember this name, Lyric Brewing, because they're going to jump right up there with the big boys, with the Fidens and the Tree Houses and the Troons and the whoever you want to name, Trillium, other half, whoever you want to name. But I had this beer last week, and it was the tits, dude. It was fucking fantastic. I did a review on Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube and Instagrams on the intranet, also on Craft Beer Fanatics.
Now, where are they out of, Ricky?
I believe it's Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. Okay,
I mean, that's tits level goodness. Yeah. And tits level goodness is the highest you can get in my.
Yeah, that's the highest, man. Book. I mean, if I say that, dude, like every time I say something good, I always say that, dude. It hits that level of mark,
Because tits are great, man. Tits are they're the best thing ever invented. So that's tits level greatness. Cheers to everybody. If anybody's watching, please chime in. Whatever you're drinking or smoking or partaking in, I'd love to feel like I'm hanging out with everybody in person.
Right, man. Yeah, don't be shy.
What do you got?
So, I try to promote Jersey beer, and I've just finishing up with this one. I started earlier. So this is a Slack Tide of South Jersey, Seattle City, and then this is Flounder Pounder, and this is a light American lager, 4%. So I love the can art. It is so cool. Once I seen it, I was like, I told her brother, his campground's around there. I was like, you gotta pick this up for me, man. Pick it up and I'll Venmo you the money. But Slack Tide Brewing, and so, this is just finishing up. It's a nice light beer, and when you pour it, it had a big head, dude. It's a nice fresh beer, and it's good. It's got a nice hoppy smell, a little hoppy taste, but it does kind of taste like like a Coors Original, something like that level, which is a nice solid American lager. There we go. Greg Mead with a Delta Chaser. Well,
nice.
I will get the job done there, Greg. Very nice.
Up, Greg. Yeah, I started my show. My pregame was my Delta 9 as well, Sativa. And shout out to Greg. He usually always stops in Thursdays. I kind of do my pre-show with him, kind of go over what I'm going to talk about. So it's always good rapping with Greg. He knows his shit too. And I saw Ant today came in. They were both there at the same time.
Oh man.
Yeah, chilling. We're talking about may rest in peace Pizzeria Uno closing down this weekend.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I always see Ant there, man. It's
going to be a new bar, isn't it?
Yeah. The owners are the same, so I'm hoping they keep the same staff because I really love the people there. The bartenders are great. The waiters were great. Waitresses, whatever.
Great staff at Pizzeria Uno.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everything somewhat stays the same personnel-wise, but I hear it's going to be like a craft beer place, so
nice.
That's going to be good. Yeah, because the manager now, he always has good craft beer there. You know what I mean? That's a Uno's that has awesome beer. It's going to suck not having that pizza, man. I really like Uno's pizza. I know it's people give me crap all the time that it's it's a chain restaurant, man. But dude, it is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I always say, listen, drink what you love. You don't, I always say, don't worry about what other people think.
So yeah, I just finished up that beer, and I had to promote Jersey because Jersey breweriesinNewJersey.com,
great site,
and good site, and breweries in New Jersey. Instagram, follow me on there. I always try to put up good Jersey beers.
Definitely do.
So, but now I have to step things up a little bit. All right. Nice. I don't do this show with light beers. I never do.
Do it.
So now we're going to jump into a 10% by Fidens.
The kid ain't playing.
The Triple Butcher. How fucking cool is that, man? That's so cool.
That's a baby right there.
Thanks to Steve. I hope he's watching, man. Al's uncle, great guy. Al and Steve's been doing really good beers, man. Like I'm so proud of those guys. They really stuck to it to start it up. And it's no easy task to start to brew. It's a lot of work to get the equipment, everything that you want, and you got to sanitize. Sanitizing is the most work out of brewing, man. So I mean, I'm glad to see them do it, and they're happy to do it. So that's cool.
What do they say? Brewing is cleaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's it, man. That's the truth. That's an all bark, no bite beer. Incredible drinkable. For 10%, right. Jeff? Okay.
Shout out to Al and would you say his shout out to Al and Steve. Hey, listen, you're going to get a ton of support from our show. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, man, they know. They watch the show.
Ain't gonna be none elbow. Yeah.
Let's see how we go. Let's go.
That's the party beer, kid.
God fucking damn, dude. You kidding me? Fucking 10%. Fidens, man. They are no joke.
No, they ain't.
No joke. Oh my god, that is too good for 10%, man. Oh my god.
Biden's one of them breweries too, man. When they jumped on to, you're like, yeah, they're going up there with the big boys. They're going up with the tree houses and the trilliums and all them.
Well, as long as you know me, I love my Quippas and Tippas, and I think Blackstack is one of the best breweries out there, and they do a great job at the high ABV beers. This is damn good, dude. This is incredible. And I'm glad to see Treehouse making bigger beers too. Their beers they're coming out, they're like 9 and like up there. They're amazing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've been killing the fucking Platinum Fern. I think I had fucking 7 of them things. They're fantastic. I know. I think I still have one left. What was I going to say too? Treehouse too. I mean, even their bigger beers are fucking next level. I got to give a shout out. Like, they drink like they're fucking 6%, and a lot of them are like 9.4.
And now they're making pizzas. You see,
I know. I posted on Craft Beer Fanatics on Facebook. My boy Portnoy.
I've been hearing about these damn pizzas from Jeff and Al every time they go up there. And just seeing it on that review, I was like, oh god, dude. Yeah, that looks like pretty good pizza, man.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know, I'm a huge Dave Portnoy fan. It's why I started doing my reviews on Rick's Beer Adventures. I kind of try to model it after. I know there's haters out there, but the guy's done a ton of good for so many businesses, and it is great. And that helped after the pandemic, saved the pizza world. Right. So shout out to Portnoy. I'm a huge fan. I model my beer reviews after his, So real quick, just so I don't forget, real quick, because I got the 420 thing going on. We were talking about Uno, and you were saying something to say they own the one in Maple Shade too.
Yes.
So is that one closing down?
That I think it already did, and they're already changing it to what
is it going to be the same thing that's coming to the Deptford place?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry, I wanted to ask because I knew I was going any minute I was going to forget it.
Yeah, it's some kind of a craft beer pub thing that they made a model of that they're going to do. I forget the name of it, but
I love
the people at Uno said it's going to be good. And, as long as they keep the same personnel, I think it's going to be awesome.
That Uno staff in Deptford is A+, man. A+. Phenomenal staff.
So it's going to be interesting, man. Like, because that's going to be a craft beer place. And then the Joe's Crab Shack, that's closed down. That's going to be.
What's that going to become?
PJ's, PJ Wilhelm's.
Really? Yeah. And what about the old Don Pablo's over there?
Oh, that's already a Kane's chicken place.
Oh, is it? Okay. How's that joint? Any good?
I'm not too big on it.
No.
Yeah. I miss Don Pablo's, and Jeff would agree with me. We talk about this all the time. Man, the food was so good, and getting all the different Mexican beers there, it was awesome. And you don't have that no more. We do got great Mexican food places in Westville. With La Cubanas or something like that. That's pretty good.
La Speranza, right? Speranza.
Yeah, I think that's close to. But
there's two Mexican joints in Westville that are both really good. Yeah. And while we're talking about it, look out on Dulce and Glassboro. El Mariachi, phenomenal, super authentic.
Really?
Actually told Greg about it a couple weeks ago. He took his parents over there for his birthday, was raving about it. Next level, El Mariachi, couple doors down from Bosphorus. If you like Mediterranean food, same thing, super authentic. The food is phenomenal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, and Westville's got such hidden food gems.
It's crazy how much food's been like popping up around here. It's nuts. It's so much.
I love it.
So much nicer, man. It's gonna be sad to see Brent Bradley go, but they're going up to Woodbury
just
Heights.
Moved up the street.
Yeah, they're up around. I think that gym on up at Woodbury Heights around there.
Yeah, right. Actually, a couple blocks from where I grew up. But listen, it's going to be just a bigger place, which is awesome because Bryn Bradley puts out phenomenal cheesesteaks. Now they can do more. So if anybody hasn't tried Bryn Bradley cheesesteaks, they're now, I guess, Woodbury Heights. Used to be Woodbury, but next level.
This is dangerous, dude. I'm like chugging this damn thing.
I know. I can see that, dude.
It's too good, man. It's too good.
Oh, that's
good
awesome, man.
Oh, let's get into some sports. So let's slow my drinking down.
Listen, where do you want to start? Do you want to bury the lead and talk to Eagles later, or do you want me to jump in? Because I'm gonna get ready to say you better get ready for a Ricky rant button. So,
well, let me hit the easy ones. Soccer, Union. Ever since they played that young kid, now they got another win. And, it's nice to get 2 wins back to back. They're playing tonight, I think. Or no, Saturday night they're playing. 8 p.m. against Charlotte. So,
how far into the season are they?
Let's see. Standing-wise, they're 14, man. It's going to be a long time. Like, I don't know.
I didn't know if they had a chance to get in a playoff spot with this young kid coming up.
I think the season kind of ends in, like, around the fall. So, I mean, they're done. They're 14 out of 15 of the Eastern Conference.
How many games do they play in a season?
I could not tell you. Maybe one of the guys, Greg or Jeff, they're listening, chime in. But it's nice to see. Hey man, get that young kid some playing time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's going to be a young talent. This season's done with. So you're not going to make it to the playoffs. So just ride with what you got. You know what I mean. Get that kid up to speed. You know what I'm saying. And then let's see. We got USA basketball coming up soon.
They've been playing some prelim games. I think so. I'm kind of on both sides of the fence with this. I two sides of the coin. All right. I like it that Joel's going to be around, the best of the best right now, the LeBrons and, Durant's, if you would, or whoever you want to, Steph Curry, and kind of see, what championship winners do and act like and train like. I like that. I don't like the fact it's more games on his body. The guy's seems like he's been having injury issues each year. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I hope it works out good for him and for the Sixers. We need a fucking championship. It's been 40 years, and hopefully this is something that helps, make his game that much better. Other countries are putting their professional players in, so it only makes sense we start doing it too. And it gives these guys a chance to win an Olympic gold medal. They can always have for life. I mean, that's you can't take that away. You know what I mean? Like, give them the chance. And like you said, I hope nobody gets hurt. But the first team, and not even now. I'm more of the wear and tear on Embiid's body. Like, I'm not worried about now. I'm worried about like late February, early March when it's 65 games into the grind of a NBA regular season. Where they're playing 2-3 games a week. The way I look at it, I think it's pretty cool, man, because Embiid could have played for other countries. You know what I mean? For France, yeah. Right.
So I mean,
he's Cameroonian, right? And is that a French province or territory?
I believe so. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, he could play for other countries, and he played for U.S. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Me too. I want to send a shout out to Greg too. He made a good point earlier when we were talking about this same thing. I had said and I still stand by this when I say this. Some people I saw early on comparing this basketball team to the '92 Dream Team, and I laughed out loud. That's probably the best team ever assembled in team sports. It just is. You had the 12 or 13 first ballot Hall of Famers. Everybody on the team was a Hall of Famer, and they walked through it like it was nothing. But Greg made a good point. He said there's more talent around the world now, though, than there was in '92. Just look at the NBA draft. And good point, Greg. You made me stop and think he's right. As much as I still think the Dream Team's the best team ever, that's a good point. There's a lot of really good basketball around the world now. I mean, look at this draft. Yeah. You know, 2 of the first 3 picks were French. Last year's #1 overall pick was French. And the whole first round, second round, littered with it. It's awesome.
I can't wait. And when you bring up the Dream Team, I just saw on Netflix, it was like a collector show. Karl Malone has every jersey that played on that team, all their uniforms in like this, like he owns like car dealerships, and he had like his own room where like all these like jerseys were for it, man. It looked like a museum. It was so neat. He said like after that was over, he picked up every jersey and took it with him, man.
Smart. Yeah. Real quick, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the thing I posted yesterday on Rick Rants on Facebook? The thing about when Magic, it was about the '92 Dream Team. They have live footage, like cameras from inside the gym where they're practicing. When Magic Johnson decided to talk shit to Michael Jordan during practices for the Dream Team. Dude, DeeTer, it's like a 4 or 5 minute video. It's really good. If you get a chance, watch it. And by the end, Magic's
I heard about it. I never seen it, though. I have to see it.
Well, I posted on Rick Rants. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long. It's really interesting, really cool. And Magic by the end and Larry Bird were both like, yeah, it's Michael's league now.
That's cool. So the first team they're playing is Serbia, and they play on Sunday, 11:15 a.m.
I'll be watching.
We got a comment here from Jeff. It's pretty interesting. NBA made that deal official with ESPN, Amazon, and NBC. Huh. So yeah, I mean, more and more, streams and stupid stuff. Like it's getting harder and harder to just watch a sport on one network. Yeah,
it's interesting times we live in.
Yeah, I think you can watch the Olympics on the Peacock. The Peacock is going to have it.
Oh, is that all it's on?
No, it's going to be on. I think NBC is. Like,
okay. Because I like the Olympics. I want to. Yeah. We're in there today. Mikey Rosier, shout out. Greg, my boy Little Joe, watching. They had the women's fucking handball game on, and it was a fucking awesome game. I was like, dude,
that's cool.
This is an awesome sport, man. It was.
Yeah.
It was interesting as shit, dude. It's really cool.
It's going to be cool to see what sports they brought in this Olympics, because they were talking about bringing in different stuff. So, I mean, I'm curious to see all the sports that they have, man. That's a neat factor.
I agree. Yeah, there was some Olympic soccer on today, our prelims or something.
So let's dive in another quick one. Hockey.
Mitchkov, I just want to say, Travis Konecny, 8-year deal, $70 million today. Awesome move. I love that move, man. That kid is the heart and soul of this Flyers team.
Yeah, I do like Travis, man. He's awesome.
I love, dude. He's going to be a Flyer for life, or at least most of his entire career. I'm a huge Travis Konecny fan. TK, dude, he's not a big dude, but he don't back down. He does everything. He fights, he checks, he skates, he scores.
You got a comment.
I mean,
Greg said that about the handball thing. He said it was a fun game to watch.
It really was. It was a fucking dope sport. I never thought, I was like, what the fuck is this? But it was really fucking cool.
That's neat. But yeah, back to Travis, man. I'm super happy that he signed that contract.
Me too.
Yeah, man, he's a go-getter, man. So
he's the heart and soul of his team. He's the heart and soul of his team. Also, not to let it slip by, Mitchkov is here. He signed his 3-year deal. He's officially a Flyer. He's here. I'm so excited. I feel like we're witnessing kind of the birth of a new. Remember when Lindros first got here back in the early 90s, and
let's not compare it to Lindros, dude.
Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make my point. I'm not comparing him to Lindros. Number one, Lindros, when he played, was a different game. Lindros was a power forward. Right. He was a freight train. He was 6'5", 255 pounds of fucking lightning, and just buried people. That is not Mitchkov. I'm not comparing Lindros to Mitchkov. What I'm saying is,
this kid's leaving Russia. Jump through hoops to leave Russia to come play in the USA, and he didn't sign with anybody else. He wanted to sign with the Flyers, man.
Well,
Al said that's the only team. Well, Al said that was the only team he wanted to go with, though. He grew up being a Flyers fan, man. So I am super happy to have this kid, man.
Me too. But let me finish. I'm not comparing him to Lindros' game. What I'm saying is, if you remember when we drafted Lindros and somehow scored him away from the Rangers and the Nordiques back in I still blows my mind how the fuck we ended up with them. But the Flyers were on about a 4 or 5 year playoff drought. It was really bad at the time. But you knew you saw this kid coming. And you said it was the light at the end of the tunnel. Man. I think Mitchkov is that kind of, hey, the Flyers have been pretty bad for the last 4 out of 5 years. This, I feel like, is the light coming to him. Not that he's going to be, Wayne Gretzky, but what I'm saying is I think this guy is going to be a generational talent.
Lindros, a great talent, but I just love that this kid is like he's a Russian guy, and the first words out of his mouth, like when he came here, he's like, I'm happy to be a Flyer. And I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I was so excited to see it. And he's a young guy, but he looks like a little stocky guy, man. He looks like he can play, man.
I mean, that's what I was saying. He's not Lindros. I mean, he's the opposite of Lindros. Like I said, Lindros was basically a power forward. This guy's a point guard, not point guard, but like a shooting guard of an NHL team. I just feel like this guy is the light that's going to rejuvenate this franchise. It's been bad as a Flyers fan the last few years. Really bad.
If we could take that fight that this team had last year, the scrappiness of them, and protect this kid, let him get his goals, man, we'd be on fire. We'd be on fire. That'd be great, dude.
Well, listen, let's just go in, and my big thing too is hopefully Tortorella don't fuck this kid up. I hope he doesn't.
Don't say that, dude.
I'm going to say it. It's because how I feel. That's it. Listen.
We had this conversation before.
I hope he doesn't.
Him being from Russia, he's definitely got some tough skin. I think he can handle the coaching. I think he'll be all right.
I hope so. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
All right. Oh, shoot, man. We're getting through some sports too damn quick.
How's that triple butcher, kid?
Dude, it's too good.
How much you got left?
Half glass. I kind of slowed down because I'm trying.
I know if you're over there punching a hole in the wall.
Trying to slow down, trying to figure out some stuff to talk about.
So Konechny signs an 8-year deal. What is that? I'm sorry.
That was an old comment. What
was it?
It was about the handball game.
Right. He watched it with us.
Yeah.
So, real quick, Konechny 8-year deal. Mitchkov's here 3-year deal. I feel like the present and future are looking bright for the Flyers. I hope so.
All right. I mean, we can always talk some wrestling. That's a quick one too. Man, Blood and Guts was awesome Wednesday. I don't know if you've seen. I posted a few.
I don't want.
Dude, it was insane. So Blood and Guts is 2 wrestling rings, right? And it's like 4 or 5 on 5. It's almost like the old Summer Slam. You ever remember that growing up? When you had like this, Survivor Series. So there's like 2 rings, and then the cage goes down, and they bring a person in like every 5 minutes. And dude, it was a bloodbath. Like they brought out tacks, they brought out like all this weird shit. They're climbing up on the cage and dropping elbows on each other. Dude, they brought out a table with barbed wire, put the dude on the table with barbed wire. I put another table of barbed wire on top of him like a sandwich, dude. Dude, there was just blood everywhere. I know AEW, it's a gore show, but if you grew up during the ECW times, it just, dude, that was it, man. everybody was bleeding. You weren't getting out of there wrestling for ECW, not bleeding. And AEW, dude, they just picked up that torch, man, and they ran with it. Dude, it's so damn good. Like I was like smiling the whole time, dude, watching it. It's just insane. And then you WWE, you have a Summer Slam coming up next weekend on a Saturday, August 3rd. So that's gonna be pretty good.
Nice.
You getting a beer? Getting a beer there, Ricky? All right, let's see what we got. You want to do some music?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, we go.
We're going on a...
Nope. Wrong one. Man, I'm just all over the place today, man.
Right, dude. Listen.
What's in your fridge? Little tree house. Maybe some
man, look at you. That's a pro move right there. I probably went through about 3 or 4 packs of that myself, dude.
I'm going to put an ass whooping on that fucking beer.
Yeah, I brought a 4-pack home last night thinking, oh, well, you know, I'm going to need some beers for Wednesday. I blew through 3 of those fucking beers, man. I have like 1 left.
Easily.
I'm like, damn it, dude.
Easily. Yeah. It's so good. I just, and shout out to actually 2 of my buddies. I actually just had the same conversation today. Shout out to my boy Bill, who I work with, big craft beer fan, and my boy Rich, who's actually our accountant, but really cool dude, drinks great beer, comes into the bar all the time. But I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, you know, the double dry hop King Sue is the best beer, if you're an IPA fan, that you'll ever find on a shelf, ever. Yeah. And it's not close. And I don't say that like to try to overstate that. I drink a ton of beer and a ton of IPAs. This beer is, every time I can get off the shelf, I'm so shocked and thankful. I'm like, oh my God. You know, so if you look at my Untapped from last weekend, I said, I'm going to drink the double dry hop King Sue, a Treehouse, and a Fidens, you know, just to say, does it stack up with the big boys? You know, I just bought this off the shelf. I drank all 3, and the King Sue was the best of all of them. And I'm talking about drinking Platinum Burn. I'm drinking some next level Fidens. I mean, it was the best one.
Me and Jeff were sitting there, at his house. We're drinking beers outside, and we're going through Treehouse. We're going through like Other Half, Fidens. We crack up a double dry hop King Sue, and that's like the one beer that gave me like a hop burn. I'm like, oh my God, this is so hop, dude. It's insane. Like, and it wasn't even like that new. It was a couple weeks old, but man, it is so damn hoppy. It's just like it's amazing. If you don't know people out there,
it's all Citra too, and I'm a Citra hop whore, dude. Citra hops are the fucking tits in the hop world. And I love Galaxy, don't get me wrong. I love all hops, but Citra hops are the fucking the big bull on the block, because you could do Citra on anything. Oh, so I'm going on my second beer.
Yeah, I'm almost there. This thing's 10%. It's no easy.
I'm going to join you on the Fidens front.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to go with the Beatster.
That's a nice one, man. Dude, it's got that. It's such like a green grassy notes to it.
Yeah,
man. It is so cool.
Well played. As you say that, I'm smelling them like I get a little green grass in there. Well played, sir.
That is like the perfect name for that beer, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just like eating a salad of hops. You know, the vegan.
It's like smoking a fat bowl of fucking dankies. Which, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of fat bowls, dankies, my buddy in Seattle.
That kid knows his fucking weed big time. Shout out to Kenny. That dude. Kenny.
He's in Jersey this weekend, man. That dude. I'm gonna try to get him out and go somewhere this weekend, man. I can't wait. I haven't seen him in forever, man.
Nice. Shout out to
the
Kenny.
Podcast, you know. But yeah, he's a funny dude, man. Whew. Yeah, he definitely likes his buds.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
So, real quick, this beer is tits level. So,
let's see it. What do you got? Yeah, the King's. Oh man, yeah, dude.
Oh, it's
like the beer. The beer. That's the vegan. It's not the King Sue. Okay.
No. That's the vegan. And by the way, you were talking about hop burn. I don't know if you heard me coughing a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Before I got it wasn't. I didn't smoke a bowl. There was so much hot burn in this beer. I was like,
that's a cool can,
dude. But it's not a bad thing. I love hops. It's almost like taking a bong rip and you're choking, but you're like, oh no, that was a good hit.
Oh man. Ooh.
You getting your second?
I'm trying to catch up. Oh my god, dude. So yeah, you want to do a shout out to your buddy's wrestling dog?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Lawrence Zirconium. He runs Dog PAWG, Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators. Always a fun time for all ages. It's a blast. You won't regret it. And I always have a blast every time I go. I laugh my ass off. I talk shit.
When he was on commenting, he said there was an event coming up in Pennsauken or something.
Yeah, I want to say October 18th. I'm sure. I think I have the date around here still. But he
said something. There's going to be something sooner than that when he was commenting. I'm not sure.
I think you're right. I think I did see something recently about that. My apologies. I should have the date for that, but I don't have it right now.
All right.
But I think October 18th definitely in Pennsville. I think.
Me and Jeff will try to go, man, because that's going to be a blast. And
it's a fun time, dude.
In October, we're going to go to the Monday Night Raw. It's coming to the Wells Fargo.
Nice.
I can't wait, man. That's going to be an awesome time, dude. I love wrestling. So much fun. So, all right, I grabbed the new beer and Little
Willow.
Thrill Seeker. So I think this is this is 8%. And I had this the other night, man. This thing, it just drinks pretty damn well for 8%.
Did you ever notice how smooth their beers are? I mean, fucking insanely smooth.
Well, I seen Raj posted up this beer, and I was like, wow, I gotta get over to Raj to get it, right? But then
shout out to Raj and Clayton Liquors.
Right. Awesome guy, awesome beers. But Wednesday, I was getting ready to get out of work, and Jeff hit me up, and my buddy Matt for Bobcat, he had an event that was like was a tap takeover of Root and Branch. He had like 4 or 5 Root and Branch.
Nice.
And then he had a Turmoil from
Toppling Goliath.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I was just about to bring up. I heard, did you get it?
Yeah, it's awesome. He said the keg's expensive.
I was just going to say to you, wasn't it expensive as fuck?
Yeah,
shout out to my boy Billy if he's watching. He just was telling me about it, and he was like, "Dude, it's so fucking expensive."
Yeah, well, I think that's why I had this event to try to sell more of it, because a crowler alone was like $20. A growler was like $40. He said
I heard it was pretty.
He said
pricey.
He spent really high for that keg. It was like twice or 3 times the amount of like a regular keg, dude. That's how high it was.
Was it a sixtel? Was it a sixtel?
Yeah. He gave me the number. Next time I see you, I'll tell you. I'm not gonna let it out on air, but man, it was pretty high.
Probably guessing around 350 maybe for a
somewhere around there, man. But it probably even a lot higher. But he said like the Fidens keg, that he got was expensive. This was twice that amount.
Wow, jeez. Was it worth it? Did it sell out quick?
Yes. Yeah. Jeff said double that. Yeah.
Wow.
Jeff's good friends with Matt too, man. That's awesome, dude. I told him like I wanted to get him on the podcast sometime, man. Talk some beers, because he knows his beers, man. He's really good.
Yeah, that dude's one of the fucking big times in the game. That dude knows his shit. Like I don't look up to many in the beer game, but Matt, shout out to you. You got my respect, kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he had this like table set up, and he was doing flights, and you were able to have flights of beers, and he had like different lists of like what beer was what price, and he grouped it up in like 4 different groups. So he checked off on the paper.
Was the Toppling Goliath stout on that?
Oh yeah, that was flight?
Okay.
That was the one flight glass was like $4.50 or something like that. And
I'd pay that.
Right. It was like a little, a little.
I just paid
like,
$50 for a fucking crowler of Troon. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? I won't do that again. I won't do that shit again.
Yeah. It gets up there, man. Troon's expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the brewery. But
unless you pick it up yourself.
This turmoil was vanilla bean, man. Oh man, it was 14.5%, and it was killer, dude. It was so good.
Did they distribute any of that in cans or bottles or anything? Do you know?
See, around here, Matt couldn't get the bottles or anything, so that's why you got the keg.
What were they, like 750s?
I don't know.
Like a 750 size bottle?
Right. I don't know. He didn't have any because he said he couldn't get it. Yeah. He had some good beers though, man. And then he had like 4 root branches, something Destiny Egos or something like that.
Desperate Egos.
Yeah, man, it was good,
I have a 6 still sitting in the keg, and then I got I want to say like Peaskers or something like that. Another fucking one they just put out. Shout out to my boy Mike. My rep from 12%. He just got me to those.
So he also had like Evil Twin and
from New York.
Yeah, Evil Twin and God damn it, Root and Branch collab. Say it was like we're gonna eat pizza someday, or we're gonna eat.
It was got some crazy fucking name.
Yeah, dude. But dude, it was good, man. Like Matt hooked it up. He had a lot of good beers.
Shout out to Matt, dude. That dude is a fucking wizard in his craft.
And his rock band that he's in something like something stars. Trading Stars or whatever. He's going to be playing.
Shout out to you, Matt. Yeah, man, fucking get him.
He's going to be playing this August 3rd or maybe August 3rd Saturday at the old Hot Shots. It's a
Westville.
Yeah, it's a new place. I didn't even know they opened up a new place
now.
I don't know. I have to check it out. But he was telling me the name and everything. And
when
he's
they
like,
play, maybe I'll try to get over there with you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be in the Hamptons. Me and Jeff are going to Island.
So you're not going to his band playing?
No, I wanted to, man.
Do you know the date?
Yeah, August 3rd, Saturday, at the old Hot Shots.
What kind of music do they play?
It's a little like techno rock. Okay. Yeah, he gets like it's just cool. Pretty neat. Yeah, it's a band's
rock.
Nice.
It's been a long time since I heard some techno rock. I mean, name me a techno rock song, too.
I don't know, man.
Me neither. But hey, shout out to Matty. I'm not going to be coming to the show, but you still got me respecting your beer game.
Yeah, I want to see him do, man. But we already made plans. Go up to New York and
if you're going to the Hamptons, there's some good breweries not far and on the way to there. You could probably pick up some good shit on that trip.
Right. Yeah,
and if you do, let me know.
I will.
No, I'm just kidding.
So the guy that Jeff knows, he came to Philly not too long ago, and we were having a great time at the Braha Schmitz.
Nice.
A pretty cool guy, and like he's having a party or something like that, so we're going to go up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I figure what the fuck, man.
There's some good beer, on the way up to that joint, man.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Nice. Shout out to
Jeff. Yeah, I definitely need to check out this new place at it used to be Hot Shots, dude. I used to go there all the time, man. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what it is.
I partied there many a night. That's fucking remember that chick that used to bartend in Nippers, Michelle? She ended up working there for a while, right? She
was working there,
yeah. So shout out there. She's awesome people. I've known her since we were kids, man. Shout out to Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle G.
Yeah. Right. Little Willow. So
can I get a quick rundown on it?
Pretty good, man. Very like fruity, a little bit of fruity notes to it.
What hops are you picking up?
I would say maybe like a Zaka or a Mosaic, something like that. Okay. It's got like a nice orangey body to it. You know, a little. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
What is it, about 8%? You said
8%. Yeah.
All right.
My first time having a Little Willow. Not bad,
Really?
dude. Not bad at all. Yeah. Like I said, I seen Raj had it. I was going to go over there, but then Manny's like, "Hey, man, we got that right there in the door." I'm like, "Oh shit, man!"
I always found their beers to be really fucking smooth, like so easy drinking. Like,
yeah,
like an 8% beer is like drinking a session beer. You know, from
it's nuts. Good beers tonight, man. Good goddamn beers.
Yes, that's what we do. That's what fucking Two Birds One Show does. We drink fucking good beers because we like the good shit.
I love this can, dude. This can's so funny, dude.
Is that similar to the Yards Brawler can?
Remember they're like that. Yeah. This dude's beating up
that's a dope can, by the way. I'll put that shit on a hoodie and rock that shit all the time.
But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I got the Eagles flag up. So man, football camp started.
Dude, if anybody has run into me in the last 2 days, by the way, I've been in the best mood. Just like fucking a kid in a candy store, dude. Yep. You know why? Because it's the official start to Eagles season. And if you know me, that's the passion. You know, listen, I'm beside myself. I am in a great mood. Eagles season has started.
Yeah, I'm already like talking to the fantasy football people that I'm into. You know,
you staying in your league this year?
Oh yeah. My buddy Tom. Man.
I can't wait.
My buddy Tom in New York, awesome dude. He's been on the show a few times. Tom's awesome. So he runs the one up there. And then my cousins in Texas, Lance and Lucas, they're starting up their league and they're going to do a buy-in this year. So Lucas says he's got more people coming in, so I might be able to get into that again.
Nice.
And then Tom said he's starting up a survival pool. So I always like to
we do that at my work every year. That's a lot of fun. I think you got in it 1 year.
Yeah, I think so. I know I definitely did the fantasy football, and I think we did the survival too. So but my work used to do it because my boss, his wife worked at a hospital, and they always had like a big amount of people because you need a good amount of people to do your survival.
Yeah, you get that pot up, dude.
Yeah, but she retired. And then now we don't do it as much because like my work is a skeleton crew. We don't have too many people. No. But if I could jump into Tom's work, I think Tom's border patrol up in New York.
Nice,
Canada.
man, respected.
Yeah, he's got tons of people that jumps in his stuff. And it's nice to have like gambling friends.
Yeah. Yeah,
I played second in his fantasy league last year, and that was my first time in it. And I took $200, dude.
Nice.
So they were a little salty, but hey, man. We gonna do.
What was the big pot?
I don't know. It had to be more than what I got. It had to be like.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you got, what'd you get? 2 bills for second. So what was the main pot? Like $2,000?
50 buy-in, and
okay, was it 12-man league, and then you pay your dues for transactions. I'm with you. I'm in about the same thing. Shout out to my boy Billy, his league. I got into it 2 years ago. I finished top 4 both years. Nice. hoping to win it this year. I'm probably going to. So
I love it, man. I never thought right, exactly, man. Just talking shit to other people, and
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And I never thought I would get into it, man. But yeah, once I'm into it, it was like, man, I'm hooked, dude. I'm totally hooked.
You know, I hope to get a good amount of Eagles. I'm going to lead right in. This is what we call lead in, kids, if you're just getting in. I'm going to take a good amount of Eagles, hopefully, on my fantasy football team, because I think this offense is going to be explosive, and I think this is a team that's probably going to be a very memorable team for good reasons, unlike last season's. I think you got the season really good here.
Look at the division alone, man, and that's where you got to focus. Your first view, like who in the division is going to be better than us? And I just don't see anybody really.
Listen, I know they have their turmoil going on, but Dallas will be Dallas. They'll probably win their double digits, their 10 wins. Well, listen, quietly, watch out for Washington. That's a scary young team with a really good. So watch out for them. They might even finish second ahead of Dallas. I'm calling it now. And then the Giants are what the Giants are. They'll end up like the fucking Mets and be around 500 at the end of the year with a bunch of people pissing and moaning and angry and backbiting.
Well, Washington, they got a new coach, right? Because they fired the old one.
The Dallas old D coordinator. Listen, that team's going to be something to reckon with. And I'm not saying this year. Maybe this year they're probably like an 8-9 team, but a team on the rise.
They always been a hard team against us for some reason, man.
So they might even be a second place team in the division this year. I want to say now that today is the first really official day Eagles season, everybody reported. Well, second, I guess. The theme I want to go with this year, and at least for now, is stop the negativity. Not you specifically, but I'm saying I'm reading the Philadelphia media. I read everything every day. And there's such a negative, miserable fucking aura. And they make their fans that way. It's like, guys, it's the second day of training camp. Be in a good mood. You have a great situation. I'm going to run down real quick what you have as with our Philadelphia Eagles. You probably have one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league, regardless of what people say. The guy was a candidate for MVP 2 years ago.
He wasn't ranked.
You got the best, right? But no, what I'm saying, this guy 2 years ago was second in the MVP voting when he took us to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, not 12 years ago. Last year, people had all season. So you got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You have the best offensive line in football. You have an amazing backfield of depth and versatility in Saquon, Kenny Gainwell, and Will Shipley. You kidding me? All three of those guys do everything a running back does: blocks, catches, splits out, runs the football. So you got a great backfield. You got probably the best wide receiver tandem in football, and a top 6 tight end. You have two great coordinators. So my thing is, I wanted to send a yell out. Philly media, I know you guys all watch. Stop with the negativity right now. If there's a time to be positive,
I'm not worried about the offense. But let me give you a little shout.
That's pretty good. We're going on.
But I will say the defense, you'll be a little lacking, bro. A little lacking.
Why do you say that, though?
All right, Brandon Graham's getting older, right? We just got rid of Fletcher Cox, resigned. You know what I mean? Like retired. Our D-back, you know what I mean? Defensive back hasn't been the best. I don't know how it's going to be this year. I mean, hopefully we got some talent, right? But it's just a lot of holes there, man. There's a few holes.
Well, if I could paint a positive light on this, as my theme for the season is, I want to find the positivity in it. Well, okay, you're right. Brandon Graham is still on the team. That was more of a thank you from Howie for, hey, thank you for 15 years of service. If anybody's expecting anything out of Brandon Graham this year, you have no idea. Just listen, I'm glad he's here for his last year, but don't expect any production. But everybody knew that. Your secondary, you're right. Last year was a weakness. But you turned around this year and in the draft probably got 2 of the top 3 defensive backs in the draft, and you brought back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, right? I mean, and on top of already having Kaylee Ringo, the guy, the stud cornerback from Georgia that won 2 national titles and the best college defense of all time, right? So you also have him. Also add in the kid you got from Indy that had to miss a year for gambling. Dude, Isaiah Rodgers is a fucking stud. Are you kidding me? You took your weakness of your team, and they're probably going to have a top 3 secondary in all of the NFL. This shouts Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of Boom, all over it, just with the talent you got back there. So, yeah, you got Brandon Graham. Fletcher Cox is gone, but Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, the 2 Georgia kids from that greatest Georgia defense of all time in college football, they're coming into their own. You got Jalix Hunt, the kid you took the project out at Houston Christian. You got Josh Sweat on a contract year. He's probably going to have a big year. You got fucking Nolan Smith, another guy in the Georgia defense, best college defense of all time, coming into his second year. Basically a mini clone of Hassan Reddick. Plus, you brought in Bryce Huff, who, by the way, has had double-digit sacks the last 2 years.
There you go.
I wouldn't worry too much about the defense. And you brought in the biggest piece, Vic Fangio. This guy's the modern-day Jim Johnson.
That's why I do the show with this guy.
There's never going to be a sscenario Vic Fangio ain't seen.
That's why I do the show with this guy. Running it off, man. Just saying all things. You know what I mean? Like, your stuff, bro. You too, kid.
That's awesome, listen, man. That's awesome. Why the show works. Shout out to I hear it's up to 28 million viewers. We just surpassed Joe Rogan. Shout out to Joe. I know he watches. I'm a big fan, kid. I ain't messing with you.
I'm very curious to see how these new coordinators do, man.
I think that's the biggest addition. The whole season. Yeah. I think Kellen Moore is going to hang 45 points on people regularly. Not saying they're going to average it, but listen, that dude's an offensive genius. He was people don't realize when he was at Boise State, that dude was a fucking college offensive genius, had one of the greatest college careers of any quarterback in college history. And he's the son of a coach. His dad was a football coach. He went down to Dallas. Listen, I'm sorry, Eagles fans. It hurts too. But his 4 years with Dallas, I think it was, they dominated us. They hung like 45 on us every time. He's ours now. That's ROC. That's ROC. And you got Vic Fangio. Listen, I'm saying it now. I don't believe in jinxes. 2024 is going to be a real fucking memorable season for Philadelphia sports. We're going to look back at fondly.
I can't wait to watch football. I'm so excited. And
me too, but in the midst of it, I love watching this baseball team.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into that.
I'm going for beer 3, dude. I know this podcast. It makes me drink fucking fast, dude.
Yeah, I gotta get through this Willow, but we'll get into that. But I'm excited for college football, man.
Yeah,
Saturday, fucking, it's the best, dude.
Oh, I love college football.
Yeah. And it's so strange. Like, people are like, hey, man, you want to come out and do something Saturday? We'll drink some beers or whatever. No, man. I got to watch this game at 12.
Yeah. There's always a good game on.
Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, man. I've got to watch Navy. Got to watch Penn State. I watch Michigan because, I like talking to you about the Michigan game. Yeah. It's just like, like my day is
kid, set, I watch Navy for the same reason. Well, you're one of my best buds of Navy, and my grandfather, who helped raise me, was a very long time Navy guy. So, I got.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
I love that single wing option they run.
They got a new coach, man. I hope they do well. So, we'll see, man.
I was watching.
I think Penn State's going to be really good this year, man.
Yeah, listen, it's a good program.
They got a chip on their shoulder, man.
As long as they're not playing Michigan.
Yeah. How do you think the coach is going to do there now?
That's a tough act to follow, sir. That's like the guy about to fill in for Bill Belichick. It's going to be probably very similar. Hey, go Big Blue! I love my Wolverines. They'll be good. They probably won't win a national title, not this year, or even contend. No, you're probably looking maybe a 10-3 team.
The guy's very spirited, very big-hearted, man.
He's just horrible.
Yeah, he was like, so he said he was so thankful to Harbaugh when he took over when he couldn't play this game.
I know.
I can't. I hope they do well, man. You know what I mean?
Me too. Me too. That's my Eagles of college football. Me too. But I'm also realistic. I'm not gonna fool myself. They're going to be they'll be a really good team, but they're not a national title contender. Not yet.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Penn State will be good. Penn State will be another double-digit win team in the Big Ten. I mean, the Big Ten is I love Big Ten football. That's why that's how I became a Michigan fan. I mean, Big Ten football is smash them, fucking fist fight in a phone booth football. I love it. Unlike the Pac-10, and listen, nothing against or the WAC or whatever, where they just outscore each other. Nobody plays defense, and there's not much hitting. That's fine. That's the West Coast way. I like Big Ten football, man. It's motherfuckers punching each other in the face for, you know what I mean, for 60 minutes and just bang.
Well, I feel like Michigan has given the Eagles a few good players, right? There has been a few.
Yeah. Brandon Graham, kid.
Right. And what's that?
Yeah, listen, the Eagles have had many players from Michigan. They've had many players from a lot of schools. That's just, that's how the NFL is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So what's your new beer?
I got Fidens Flora.
Oh, my God. Floral.
That is a West Coast Pale Ale. Something way out of my wheelhouse. It goes about it's about 5.5% with Strata, Mosaic, and Citra. That is right up my fucking alley.
Oh,
I'm not a West Coast IPA guy anymore.
Man, that's good, dude.
I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this fucking thing.
That's a nice color too, man. Yeah, it's all right. I
feel like super floral nose.
Yeah, Mosaic's going to give you that floral. Strata gives you that like strawberry taste to it.
Strawberry with some dry chilies.
That's
you get some cannabis on there from the Mosaic. A little blueberry. That's just a good beer. Dude, I'm getting a lot of the blueberry from the Mosaic more than anything. And it's really good. That is a well-made beer for that style. You know what I often thought? You know we should get into, dude? Beer judging. Why are we not doing that yet?
I know.
Seriously. I'm doing it every fucking night. Why am I not doing it to get paid for it?
Yeah. I feel like our next step is to have some kind of beer festival and just like we have
the show from there.
Yeah. Like I have an IPA festival, right? I didn't have like a non-IPA. So you have your IPA, non-IPA, 2 chips, everybody votes like who's the best.
Any beer festival, I'm in.
Yeah, man. I feel like beer festivals kind of fell off with the whole COVID, but now I feel like they're picking it up right now,
a bit over the years. Me and you used to do a ton of them, dude.
Right.
We were at every fucking Yards Beer Fest for like a 4-year span.
But this summer, man, I went to a few events, and it was lacking the IPAs, man. And
well, you know why though? So it's more money. It's about lagers.
That too, but I feel like it's a lot more money.
And I'm not sending any hate out. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's like, well, we don't just brew IPAs. I know, but you should, because that's what keeps the lights on.
Yeah, that's going to give you your money. IPAs and stouts. They're the 2 beers that are going to sell. If you're new to craft
fruited
beer,
sours now. Pastry stouts, fruited sours, and hazy IPAs. Listen, as somebody who works in the beer world and does the numbers on the way stuff sells and what I sell, trust me, that's the 3 shining toys. Is number 1, hazy IPAs, heavily fruited sours, and pastry stouts. That's the new toys. Now, if you want to move over into
man. I can't do the fruited sours.
I don't like them either. I drink IPAs.
I prefer like old style sours than I do the fruited sours.
Yeah, I don't like any sours. I mean, I'll drink them here and there, but I'm not a fan of either. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and like people line up for IPAs and stouts. I mean, like nobody else is lining up for other things. Let's be realistic.
When's the last time you went to somebody had to wait in line for lagers? And I'm not saying that with disrespect, Lager One, and everybody's like, fuck him, I don't like him. Fuck him. But listen, lagers are nice. I'm going to drink a couple lagers when we get off tonight. What?
Jeffrey, he said, what's your favorite flavor of Haterade? You stop it.
Jeffrey, we love you, sir. I like lagers. I'm going to drink a couple when I get done drinking my delicious double hazy IPAs.
Oh, shit,
I'll probably close the night out with lagers while playing online poker.
Man. Like I'll drink a few here and there, man. But I don't hate
lagers. Listen, next to IPAs, lagers are what I drink the second most. I drink more lagers than I do sours or stouts. So it's no hate on lagers. My big thing is I like lagers, but they're just not the number 1.
So I got another beer here.
Oh, I see what you got, you squirrely little fucker. Who's that? Another Fidens?
Yeah, another Fidens. Do you know Allen?
Oh, nice beer, dude. That's the classic.
Dude, so good, man. Dude, I don't know what's that symbol. I can't.
Can't see that shit, dude. I can't even see my own fucking lights over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shit.
Well, anyway, we know it's a great beer. I know that beer. I've seen on top. What's that? What's the average rating on Untappd for that? 4.55. That's a huge number.
Yeah, Nelson and Galaxy.
Nice. That's the Laverne and Shirley cause of the fucking beer world, man. That shit just sells. Oh, that's great. God. Nice glass too, by the way, kid.
Thank you, sir.
Glass respect.
Oh my God. Woo! That's the best beer I had tonight, dude. That is
really
amazing.
Better than the Fidens?
Yeah, dude. Like the 10% was really good, but the 10% went way too smooth. You know what I mean? I was just like chugging it. This with the Nelson and Galaxy, dude, it's got like so much taste, dude. It's
because that's fucking bold statement, sir.
Look at that head, dude. That's just
look at that fucking color, dude. Wow, that's cheers to you, sir. You got some fucking good bows.
Yeah. Luckily, Al's uncle Steve likes me.
Shout out to Steve. Is that the dude Al's brewing with?
Yeah. So we stopped by his place, and awesome setup. He's got a garage with all of the brewing equipment. He's got a little outside bar and a pool. He's like, "Oh, DeeTer's here. Yeah, you fucking give me fist pounds and all." I'm like, yes. Let's do it up, dude. I have my bag of beer. We're like going blow to blow. I had the Black Stacks. I had some good beers. They did he's really good with the other half. Like he goes to the Philadelphia other half brewery, and they love him there. His picture's on the wall there, dude. That's how much he goes there. So the guy's awesome, man.
The quality they're putting out there is really fucking good. I mean, I think next to the Brooklyn site, that's probably your second best quality you're getting on the other half.
Yeah. So he gave us a bunch of cans from there too, man. So
nice.
Awesome dude, man. Awesome guy.
Well, he sounds like a solid dude. Shout out. So real quick, we haven't gotten into it yet. We ran through the other ones. I want to say real quick, I want to do a little not a Ricky rant for the Phillies, but I know people talking. Hey, shout out to a few people I talked to at the bar over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I know people are saying, "Oh, the Phillies are looking like shit. They're losing series." Listen, I know, I get it, but can I say something? That's baseball,
right?
That's baseball. Listen, you still have the best record in the league, and not only that, but how the Dodgers, the Braves, and the Yankees, the three other teams with the four best records going, how have they been playing lately? Same as the Phillies. So everybody, listen, it's a fucking marathon. Pump the fucking brakes. Right. It's baseball.
Okay, so let's have a few losses now, right? And get fired up going into the end of summer and fall. You know what I mean? Learn your lessons now.
Listen,
get fired up and go to the playoffs, man. That's what I want.
Listen, exactly what I've been saying all week. Greg, I had the same conversation with you earlier. Listen, dude, it is baseball. Take your bumps and bruises now and your peaks and valleys, and just be playing your best baseball come October. Listen, this has to happen. This has to happen. You have to find, and thank God for the Phillies. It's happening less than a week before the trade deadline. So we know exactly our areas of weakness right now. And listen, Dave Dombrowski is going to make some moves.
And we're already up there, man. We're up at the top, dude. So we got nothing to prove. You know what I mean? Learn your lessons.
This is baseball. This is it's a marathon. Right. But listen, I'll see you in October. When the Phillies get hot and are healthy in October, that's what matters. Yes, it's the middle of fucking July. Yeah. Okay. So we're at 500 right now. That's okay. Everybody pump the brakes. And there's such a football city. After every single game, oh my God. It's okay. It's going to happen. And guess what, guys? I will tell you, it's going to happen again. Like 2 or 3 more times throughout this season. So just get ready. They're still going to be fine. This team's still walking home with a World Series trophy this season. I'm calling it now.
This guy knows his stuff. This guy knows his stuff. Oh, man, so good.
That looks like a pretty fucking beer, dude. I knocked it down to a pale ale, dude. I think I fucking got pussy feet for a second. I'm like, I don't want to do another double IPA. After this, I'm gonna do a double IPA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this fucking thing. It's like 5%. It's like a lager, and IPA is like an IPL.
Well, I started with the Flounder Pounder. That was like a 4%. So then I had to move it up. You know what I mean? But oh man, I always love doing this show, man.
It's always a great show. Listen, America is lucky to have our show, and we're lucky for America to have our show.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. Olympics coming up. You got some good wrestling pay-per-views with Summer Slam coming up. Got football starting. What's up?
I feel like we got into the Phillies, and I totally buried the lead. Real quick, a guy that they were looking to get, I don't know if anybody remembers, a couple weeks ago when Oakland came to town and kicked our asses, and their closer, Mason Miller, one of the best young closers in the league.
Yeah.
99 to 103 regularly. Guess what happened? Dude. He broke his finger tonight, punching a wall after an inning. This is why you wait till the trade deadline. So guess what? You're not trading for. Everybody's like, you're going to trade the house for Mason Miller? Not now.
What a fucking idiot. Why would you do that, man?
I know. That was breaking news earlier. Secondly, there's some trades we need to make. Now, whether I'm hearing Randy Arozarena, if anybody follows baseball closely, I mean, the guy's a stud. He's in Tampa, 290. It's just some power. He's a great fielder. He's basically a starter quality that you could get for, rental price if you're looking for a bat in the outfield, which we do need, or even Lane Thomas, the kid with the Washington Nationals. We need some production from our outfield. I mean, Nick Castellanos, decent right now, but we need more RBIs out of our outfield. That's why we're losing games right now. Early in the year, when we're on that, man, we're just with
love
production
Nick,
from the outfield.
Castellanos is awesome. But man, I'm glad to see him get more hits now, but it's been a long time. I mean, you got to fucking pick it up.
Listen, we can't rely on Nick Castellanos. No offense. I love him. I know he watched our show. He's good. I hope he gets hot. I know he's been, a little off in the beginning of the season. Secondly, you got Garrett Crochet, the lefty from Chicago White Sox. Now, I hear the Phillies have interest, but he's a starter. Listen, you can never have enough pitching. I wouldn't mind getting him. He's a really good, solid starter. I would take him on his team. Not sure if that's our major need. I feel like we need bullpen and we need RBIs from the outfield. But also, you got Jack Flaherty. They're looking at a righty from the Tigers. He's a starter. Not so. Listen, I think you have four. As far as the top four go, the best in baseball with Ranger Suarez, Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, and Christopher Sanchez. I mean, it's probably the best four in baseball, and it's not that close. Yeah. If you're going to get a fit, I don't know. That's fine. I hope not. Brent Rooker, that's easy for me to say. Like I said, that Oakland series, when they came here a couple weeks ago, this guy fucking tore the Phillies apart. He was hitting home runs literally out of the fucking stadium. He's a right-handed bat in the outfield that we need. And everybody's like, well, he's a DH. You can't play the outfield. Listen, we had Kyle Schwarber play left field all year 2 fucking years ago when we went to the World Series. So don't give me that. If you can get Brent Rooker, get him now. He is the right-handed Kyle Schwarber. This city would fall in love. You got 2 Schwarbers. You kidding me? That's like having 2 Kelseys. Go get them, Dave Dombrowski. Make it happen. Last but not least, I know you need bullpen help. Carlos Estevez. The Angels, a guy's got 20 saves, under a 2.5 ERA. You get him at a rental price. I think he'd be a great fit if you want to go get him. He's a righty. You got Kyle Finnegan from Washington, who's got 28 saves with a 2.32 ERA. That'd be an amazing addition to the bullpen. Or who I want the most, Tanner Scott from the Marlins, 18 saves, a 1.21 ERA. He's a lefty, and he's fucking nasty. He's already fucking shut the Phillies down twice this year. There's some bullpen arms right there, some bats that I think maybe should go after. I know there's a couple starters I throw in there. I don't think starters a major need for the Phillies. I'm not mad about getting more pitching. Don't get me wrong, but I think bullpen and outfield RBIs.
how much money is there out there to like get somebody that?
Well, there's no salary cap in baseball, so you just
really okay.
Yeah, so just go. There's a luxury tax, but we've already gone well over it. All the great teams do, and they should, and that's just the way it is. So right now, the fact there is no salary cap, Dave, go make it happen. Dave Dombrowski, I'm a huge fan. One of the best GMs in all of baseball. He'll end up in the Hall of Fame. He's won everywhere he's gone. He's already won 2 championships for 2 different teams in 2 different cities. He'd be the first GM in baseball history to win 3 championships in 3 different cities, which I think he's about to do this season. Dave Dombrowski, I got a lot of confidence in over the next week or so. And I think that's some names to keep an eye out for. Personally, I'd like to see Tanner Scott and Brent Rooker. And I think that makes you a World Series winning team. Not just getting there. Listen, I always say push the chips in. Don't ever push most of the chips in to have like 5 chips sitting on the side. Push the chips in and let's fucking go for it. The window's here. Let's go dive through the thing and win a fucking championship. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
This team's insane. You know what I mean? When they're on fire, they're on fire. Yeah, we're going through a little bit of stubble in here and there.
DeeTer. That's baseball.
Right. Yeah, this is the team, dude.
The Braves, I think, have lost like 8 out of 10 games, and the Braves are still a really good fucking team. And the Dodgers been playing like shit lately. The Yankees just got swept by the fucking Mets. Listen, pre All-Star break, that's the 4 best records in baseball. The 4 teams I just named. This is baseball. And guess what, guys? It's going to happen again. My key thing is get to October healthy, start playing your best baseball in early October, and watch the fireworks.
Oh shit! I got the. Yeah. So yeah, I got a couple promos here. Puff Sip Chat. There's the promo code.
I got White Owl Blunt. I got.
If you like cigars, they have.
I got White Owl Blunt, and I'm about to go get lifted.
And then you have W energy drink promo code Big Game. Hit the QR code. You're looking for some organic energy drink. Check it out.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yep. Yeah. So every Thursday, 10 p.m. BGSE Network. Check us out. 2 birds, 1 show.
The best podcast on TV, guys. We just surpassed Joe Rogan. May respect. Shout out to Joe. So yeah, following. It's a great time.
That's Ricky. Hey, y'all have a good night out there.